Ghost detectives. Dale Kaczmarek believes in ghosts, and he has been the president of the Ghost Research Society since 1982. In his career, Kaczmarek has met many people who think that the subject of his research does not exist. When they find out that he studies ghosts, they consider him a fool, so one of Kaczmarek's goals is to make ghost research more scientific. Not everyone believes in ghosts, but most people trust science. Kaczmarek follows a careful process to investigate ghosts. The process is initiated when someone telephones Kaczmarek about bizarre things happening in their home. These may include the sound of a voice in an empty room, a sudden coldness in the air, or even a strange smell. During the first phone call, Kaczmarek has a preliminary interview with the caller to determine whether it is a serious case or not. If he decides to accept the case, Kaczmarek asks the client what he or she wants him to do. Some people just want him to find out if paranormal activity is the cause of the strange events, while others want him to remove a ghost from their house. After the phone call, Kaczmarek contacts other members of the Ghost Research Society and forms a team. They visit the client's house, but Kaczmarek never tells the team members any details about the case. This is very important for keeping the investigation. If the team members knew the details, they might imagine something that wasn't there. After a thorough inspection of the location, the team talks to the homeowner, and they explain what they have observed. Waiting until this time to share the details, Kaczmarek says, makes his method of investigation reliable. What they have observed, waiting until this time to share the details, Kaczmarek says, makes his method of investigation reliable. Kaczmarek shares his expertise on ghosts by writing books and giving tour of haunted places. He published a book called Windy City Ghosts about ghosts in Chicago. One of the stories in this book is about ghost horses and their ghost riders. People sometimes see these ghosts on a busy road in Chicago's South Side that runs through a forest near some stables. When people ride horses from the stables into the forest, they must cross street. Over the years, there have been several accidents in which horses and riders were killed by fast-moving cars. Sometimes at night, people driving through the forest report seeing ghostly horses and riders crossing the street. They stop their cars to let the horses and riders pass, but when they look closely, the horses and riders have disappeared. All of these reports have come from the area where the horse trail crosses 95th Street. Kaczmarek gives tour of this location and tries to explain the world of ghost research to his guests. Through his books, tour, and the scientific process of his investigations, Kaczmarek hopes to improve the reputation of ghost researchers. Moving cars. Sometimes at night, people driving through the forest report seeing ghostly horses and riders crossing the street. They stop their cars to let the horses and riders pass, but when they look closely, the horses and riders have disappeared. All of these reports have come from the area where the horse trail crosses 95th Street. Kaczmarek gives tour of this location and tries to explain the world of ghost research to his guests. Through his books, tour, and the scientific process of his investigations, Kaczmarek hopes to improve the reputation of ghost researchers. Supplementary materials. Bloody Mary. Go into a room with a mirror, turn off all the lights. Light a candle, look into the mirror, and start chanting, Bloody Mary. Say this spooky phrase 13 times, and the image of Bloody Mary will appear in the mirror. She will be standing behind you, over your left shoulder. But beware, Bloody Mary has surprises waiting for those who call her. She sometimes kills the person. Other times, she scratches out his or her eyes. She can drive the person crazy. Sometimes she grabs people and pulls them into the mirror with her. The urban legend of Bloody Mary has been around for generations. Schoolchildren all around the world have entered dark bathrooms to try this game. Many run away in fright as they say Bloody Mary for the 13th time. In 1978, folklorist Janet Langlois became interested in the Bloody Mary legend. At that time, the legend was already widespread in the United States. Langlois visited a Catholic girls' school and interviewed 80 students. She compared their stories and determined that the story of Bloody Mary might come from an old legend about the crying ghost of a woman who eternally searches for her murdered children. However, no one really knows who Mary may have been. The Bloody Mary legend is renewed with each generation of daring adolescents. Generations from now, schoolchildren will probably still be scaring themselves with this timeless, terrifying legend.